Yeah. It's your boy, man, DJ Killzown Jones. I'm in the building, man. Serizaku is on his way. Um, I just want to say, man, from the bottom of my heart, I just realized that, you know, I just realized we only got a couple more months left in the year, man. Like 2021, they came and went, man, and it's been for me, it's kind of been a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows and stuff like that. And I just was thinking, I said, damn, it's October already. Like, but then again, I have been working and moving around and got into a new relationship and, you know, got remonetized and, it's just been a lot of things, man. I mean, like, damn, man, life is just moving. Like, life is just moving. And I just thought to myself, I said, man, I'm lucky. No, I'm blessed to come on here, man, and tell my story and give game and, interact with the brothers and sisters and around the world. And, man, it's been a journey. So, with the podcast, man, it's been like but tonight, tonight, because me and Serizaku, we're gonna get into talking about the whole Nelly and Ali thing, and I just remember when I was in that situation, you know, and this is actually how Beats and Bitz podcast was birthed, you know, and me and Breezy, we had sat down. At first, it was the Jeezy and Breezy show, and we had been on gaming websites before. I had worked with people, stuff didn't work out. Some people, we had settled our differences. Some people we didn't. And then, after a while, it's just like you got to make sure you have your own. I don't care who you working with. I don't care who you kicking it with. You got to make sure you got your own hustle separate and apart from the people that you're working with. That's why, you know, um, what's up, Loopy? You know, um, you gotta have your own hustle, man, separate and apart, man. I really want everybody to understand, man, you can't sleep on yourself because a lot of times people link up with people because they feel like, oh, this person is more qualified or this person is more popular, he's gonna get the views or he's gonna get the look. So what tends to happen is you downplay your own self. And I think that's what happened, with Ali, right? I think that's kind of what happened where Ali realizing that he was an older man, and he even said this, that Nelly was going to, he was always popular with the girls, you know, always had a good rapport, reputation with the ladies. So, you know, it's just one of those things to where like you have to have your own relationship with, what I'm saying? I mean, your own, not your own relationship. You do have to have your own relationships. You have to have your own relationships. You got to have your own connections, and you have to believe in yourself and your talent. You know, what really bothers me and what really saddens me is that these two brothers are going back. Well, really, it's just Ali because Nelly is never going to respond publicly. Nelly doesn't do that many interviews like that, and if he does, it's very excuse me, it's very controlled, it's very staged, it's very what I'm saying, it's very tight, like Drake. Like Nelly commands the respect in his interviews to be up here. And when he addressed the whole Ali thing, he knew that he went somewhere where it wasn't a major outlet. He went somewhere that he knew that St. Louis was gonna see it. He knew that Ali was gonna see it. And like I said, you have to have your own. Like that's why Serizaku, I'm on his show. That's why You Ain't Lying podcast is CMW Hayes' show. It's on my network, but it's his show. He can pick it up, take it wherever he so choose. If he want to get a different co-host, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then it gets to a point where we are doing big business. You know what I'm saying? That's his show. I'm not going to copyright his show or his phrase or you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, you know, not take care of my homies, but we circle back to that Joe Budden thing, right? It's like you feel like you're the face. When you're the one that is bringing the eyeballs, when you the one that built the following, you do kind of feel like, well, damn, you know, I kind of want my people on the side. Sometimes it's a human emotion, but I'm never expecting nobody, that I'm not paying if we doing this as a labor of love and a bag drops out the sky, then we got to have that conversation, you know. But in the Joe Budden situation and as well as the Nelly situation, Nelly did give them an opportunity, but it was he said the key word, the industry. The industry is not going to give your partners the same, you know what I'm saying, opportunity. So it was like, so if you break it down, right? Nelly could have been like, all right, no, I'm gonna take it. But Nelly felt like, well, I'm gonna give them an opportunity and let's see where they take it. Like he started understanding, learning about the business and going and doing all the meetings and doing, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, Nelly seemed like he was making all the right moves or getting around the right people and doing the right things to impress and keep those people, you know what I'm saying, happy. Now when he stopped, that's when you start seeing the different shakeups at Universal. And see, a label is only gonna keep giving the money to the people that keep being successful. So when Nelly stopped, and it kind of put a slowdown, no pun intended, a slowdown on Nelly's career. But he at that point had already, sold millions and millions and millions of records. Country Grammar was about to, well, already, I think, had either the song had went down, I don't know, but it was just like Nelly was already immensely popular, doing crazy numbers, 10 times. Like I'm trying to remember, it was 7, 8 times platinum, and it just went. Country Grammar just recently went diamond. So you know what I'm saying. So it's just like when you think about it, the industry is when you look at the industry, the industry, the industry. You know what I'm saying? So with Ali on his side, it makes me realize that, you know, and I told this to him. He had called me, after the Aaron and You Ain't Lying podcast when we were talking about it. He tapped in and watched. And it angered him that the other brother that we had on, Dre Fire, he was upset, you know what I'm saying, about the brother not being. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I mean, we corrected him, but I'm not about to come back out and be like, oh well, this is what's going on. But what I realized was, I did the same thing. I ain't even gonna lie. When I was working with the websites and the people I was working with, man, I didn't really believe in myself. And I'm not saying that Ali didn't believe in himself, but I feel like he believed in Nelly more because he felt like, well, Nelly will never betray me. So you can't put too much faith in humans like that. I put my faith in God and my mama because my mama in 30 years, even though I have messed up as much good as I have done, I have messed up as a son. I have messed up as a man. I've had to, start over and it don't feel good, right? And I think to myself sometimes, I don't beat up on myself no more. Like, I know that God has forgiven me, right? You know, Jesus saves, you know what I'm saying? So I don't beat up on myself as much, but I realize that, when you spend time thinking that somebody else or thinking that someone else is going to have your best interest at heart, or you're going to follow behind this other person, and you're, first of all, if you follow behind somebody else's person, if you sign to somebody else's label, if you follow behind another person, if you're tagging along and you're not getting the same attention or respect that he's getting or she's getting or that organization is getting, you need to really think about what you are doing, and you need to have faith in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized I spent a lot of time personally outside of this being in my feelings because I wasn't accepted, right? And my goal was to get on fast. So when you have, and I'm not saying Ali did this, but when you don't have that faith within yourself, when you know, because I'm a Christian, right? He's the 5%er. 5%ers feel like that, that they themselves are gods, right? So by Ali's logic, now to be clear, I feel like Nelly has done him a huge injustice, right? I feel like he's done the Ticks a huge injustice, but for Ali, I personally, if you consider yourself as a deity, right? As a higher being, as a god, right? You have to have supreme confidence within yourself in the music game. And if you feel, because here's the thing, if I like me personally, I already know, right? I'm not putting on Hayes or Serizaku or Breezy and not having the confidence within myself. That's why I'm on here now by myself waiting on Serizaku. Serizaku had to take care of something. I said, don't worry. I'm gonna go ahead and intro the show and talk the talk. I said, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your business. Because I know I'm not, first of all, I'm not paying them, but I'm not holding on to them. You know, like I'm gonna take y'all back to Truth Be Told, right? We was getting mad views with me and that young lady that was on that show. Everybody was tuning in. Like, damn, she's fine as hell. Now I know the real, you know, I know that young lady for real, and I see what y'all don't see, right? I knew that young lady. You know what I'm saying? So I could have held on to her, right? I could have, you know what? Let me hold on to that relationship that I wasn't happy in, that I was stressed out in. Again, this second time I gave a second. I give a lot of people just second chances, and nowadays I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays I don't do that. Give a lot of people second chance. Nowadays, I'm different. Nowadays, I'm quick to cut people off. Not because I'm angry at them or whatever. I had to protect my peace. I had to protect my body. I had to protect my mind, my soul at all costs. I can't save everybody. I can't because I've done it in relationships. You feel me? So I've done it in relationships. In I've done it in relationships. You feel me? So I personally know what it is to put your all into somebody. You're putting your all into somebody. You're putting everything that you have into somebody. Right? You're giving up yourself for this other person. And you're not getting what you're giving to that other person. See, I believe Murph and Keywan understood that they were not going to they realized the fundamental thing. Never ever outshine the master. So when you learn not to outshine the master, they just left. They was like, all right, cool. We not gonna get, you know what I'm saying? What's
Come
up,
on.
Serizaku? He said, come on. what hey, what was you doing?
Can't hear you, Killzown.
Hold on. Let me see. You can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
Oh, hold on. Oh, damn. Can't hear me. Wait a minute. Audio. Yep. It say. Okay, hold on. Let me double check it. Make sure everybody can hear me. Hold on. I want to make sure we
Yeah, I
on.
can't hear you.
Can hear me. Hold on. Okay, they can hear me on the podcast. Hold on. So, what? Give me 1 second. All right, come back. Let me see here. Let me go. All right, my bad, y'all. We had a little technical difficulties. All right. How about now? Let me do this real quick. Where's my other phone at? Hold on, yeah.
Yeah, Killzown.
You got me? Hold on. What about now? Yeah. So let me double check here. So we got Serizaku in the building, but I want to finish that point while he's getting it together. Um. Okay, yeah, we good. So I just kind of want to say, you know, um, you have to Murphy Keywan understood the assignment, right? So how about now, Serizaku? Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Turn your headphone. Turn your headphones off. Let me see here. Yeah. Turn. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so let me tell Sarah Zako turn them headphones off. Hold
What's
on.
going on here?
Yeah, hold on. Let me hold on. I got it. Turn your head. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Turn them off. Cause they do it every time. But real quick while Sarah Zako getting that together. So what I'm saying is Murph and Keywan realized that they had to they couldn't outshine the master, so they left. And I'm pretty sure that, I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that Nelly knew, like, he wasn't happy about that. He just got out of his label deal with Universal. He wanted to be there with his brothers. And then here they come. They, like, he didn't. I don't know if he wanted them to do, because I didn't. I don't know if he wanted them to do their album. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted them to tour. Murph has children. Keywan has children. Now Nelly got children, but they grown now. Serizaku.
Gotcha.
There we go. So Nelly got children, but they're a little older now. You know what I'm saying? Keywan and Murph got younger children, so it's like, do I go out on the road? You know, and you know what I'm saying? What up, Headless Dre? Free queso. Uh oh. Oh. Cut them off, Sarah. I cut them off. They snowed here. But what I was saying was, like, do they go on a 30, 40 city tour? You might have to plug them in. Do they go on a 30, 40 city tour and miss their children growing up, right? You know what I'm saying? Do they and then not put a project out? Because these is Nelly shows. These ain't Nelly and the Tick shows. Nelly wasn't really putting as much music out. He just now put out the Heartland album, and it sounds like it's a decent album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a perfect hip hop rock, album. Is got that real country feel, because Nelly crossed over. Like, he stopped worrying about rapping, a long time ago. Like, he's not on that type of time no more. So, you know, my whole issue, or my whole thing with this is, if you owe them, pay them. If you owe them royalties, if you owe them masters, and y'all, for whatever reason, you don't want them to get back together, it's just like, why hold them down? I don't know. I wouldn't have did it like Alito, you know. And once we get Serizaku, once he gets straight, um, we will, we'll keep going. And I want to get his, his take on it. There we go.
Yeah.
Before we move on, but I just feel like it's sad that nobody wins when the family feuds, like Jay-Z said. So,
no.
Serizaku, how you feel about the whole Nelly versus Ali thing? Because it ain't got ugly over the last 48 hours since the BET Awards.
Go ahead, let that shit go.
He said, go ahead, let it go.
Because it's like we focusing on a bunch of bullshit instead of, actually producing.
I mean,
all that energy, all that time that they fucking wasting with this shit is like, you talking, but you ain't producing shit.
I mean, Nelly did put the Heartland album out now. Like,
yeah, he did.
I just bought Murph album. I got Murph the album. I got the second time around. I bought the album, $10. Newmurph.com. Go get it. Keywan put his first single out. It's on the album. Talk that shit time. The single. They got the video too. So my question is, like, besides that, how do you feel that the BET Awards rolls around? Nelly didn't shout out Murphy Lee and Keywan in Slow Down until the very end. He said he loved them, and
Honestly, I think
uh,
either they was getting ready to play him off the stage because you only got a certain amount of time. He was like, "Look, I got a long list of motherfuckers I got to show love to real quick, fast, in a hurry," but he didn't have enough time to do it.
nah, but see, there's the thing though. I feel some type of way about it because, like I was saying to everybody, before you came on, is I've been in that situation, and I feel where Ali is coming from, being a leader. He saw that it's basically like Jason and Tommy, right?
Yeah.
Jason knew that Tommy could eventually grow into the leader that he needed to be,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And they argued and they fight and they, this, that, and the third. Um, and if for a while Tommy needs to learn how to believe in himself, and that's the exact same story of you know
Yeah.
basically that. And so the game, you
Sometimes
know,
you gotta you have to leave where you are to like get better. I think is kind of the way I'm kind of saying this is like sometimes some people you got like for me like I've outgrown some people like I'm like yeah that shit that I was doing back then is like yeah I can't be doing that no more because I'm just too old for that shit.
hmm
And sometimes you need to like just get the fuck away from certain people. So I'm at
yeah,
that point in my life where I'm like, yeah, some motherfuckers I'm like, yeah, this shit is over because I'm like, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z over here, and you still doing A, B, and C. I need to go do this.
yeah. I mean, and that's what I kind of got, like I was saying about Murph and Kiwan. They left,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been 10 years because I remember getting on the bus going to see Murphy Lee on a couple different occasions.
Yeah.
I remember, before I bought my car, like, I was working, going to school, trying to figure life out. But I said, you know what, I want to see Murph again because I saw him at Super Jam, and I'm like, I keep missing Nelly. Like when every time he came into the show, like at the pageant or somewhere recently, I was working,
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go this time, but it's like I just can't in good conscience. He filed a trademark on on the Lunatics, the name, on September the 4th,
Mm-hmm.
and the BET Awards was a couple of nights ago. All in the effort. So it's kind of like Omarion and Lil Fizz in reverse. And I feel like I'm gonna just throw it out there. I feel like even though Lil Fizz kind of apologized to get the bag, I feel like everybody that fell out after Nelly or before, the whole incident first cracked off with Nelly and Ali, you see them kind of getting back together. You had Bow Wow and Soldier Boy that fell out for some years. They come back together. They do a CD. They do now they on a tour doing a song together.
Mm-hmm.
You see Kid Cudi and Drake,
I mean, hell,
you know.
we've seen other, groups that break up and get back together. Hell, one of my favorite bands, Van Halen. I never got to go to a show mostly because hey, the first 2-3 nights is good. Then David Lee Roth Ego shows up. Now we got to
Yeah.
call Sammy Hagar, and who's tired of being second banana.
Yeah.
I've seen other groups like fucking Spice Girls, one of my favorite female groups of all time. Only reason that they fucking broke up, blame Posh Spice. Ginger Spice gets them away from the, predatory deal that they fucking had when they first signed up with the record company. Fires their manager and all their shit. Basically gets everybody all good, clean, and clear. Posh is like, I want to be the fucking leader. Ginger's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out of here. Which is why that third album sold like shit.
Mm.
Because Ginger Spice wasn't on. I'm like, there's 5 of y'all.
Yeah.
Why is there 4 on the cover? I ain't buying
Well,
that shit.
I mean, I'm seeing that basically Nelly and they kept that quiet for so long. And I feel like because Ali was with him, but when Ali found out that Nelly shorted the money early last year, it was like a gut punch to the throat.
You don't. I feel that personally, you don't cheat nobody on no damn money. Like if you owe them their money, give them their money and just be done with it. Don't fucking try to, you know, throw some bullshit in there or be like, even if like if you accidentally like was like it was supposed to be $820, but you gave him 817. Be like, I shorted you $3. Hand him his money and be done with it. Be like, I'm sorry about that, and be done with it. But more than likely, that probably didn't happen that way.
I mean, when he tried to hit him up about it, Nelly, allegedly changed phones. He's been trying to get in touch with him. He even said in the summertime that it might get ugly because I've been trying to get in touch with him. I've been trying to get to talk to
Yeah,
him.
that sounds like some bullshit then, because I'm like, hold up. If you out here switching phones and you ain't even trying to make restitution, and this person is like on you on social media about it, what the fuck are you doing?
And so that was my whole thing when it all hit the fan. Because it's like I said, I never got a chance to go, and these tickets are selling out. They had to move it outside,
Yeah,
and so
like
I don't know.
a lot of my favorite bands are like fucking either dead or it's like yeah, Linkin Park, never gonna see a live show of them, never gonna see a live show of Van Halen. It's just like, man, fuck, like all the bands I like, it's like it's fucking it's like Destiny's Child can't get back together outside of one Super Bowl performance, and that's it.
Well, I think with Destiny's Child, it was kind of like it ran its course because Kelly had a successful career.
Yeah,
She had some up
the
and down.
only person
Michelle,
who really wants that in that group for a reunion is Michelle.
yeah, I mean it, and
She the one
they
who
said that
needs
it.
she needs
Well,
Destiny's Child more than Kelly does, like to do a reunion tour. It's like they're like, I don't gotta do a reunion tour. Beyonce, I definitely don't have to do a reunion tour. Only person pushing for this is Michelle and some
well,
fans.
Michelle, I don't think Michelle.
Michelle was not the
I mean, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like Michelle wasn't thirsty for you know for like that. I mean, yeah, we could say that. Now she said she had a lot of emotional distress, but that was personal. Like
yeah.
it was never on them. Like they're still very much close and very much tight. And it was like Beyonce and Michelle together that helped um Kelly get out of her bad relationship.
Yeah.
While Michelle was battling her own demons, Beyonce over here dealing with Jay Z, allegedly cheating because I don't believe that
Yeah,
was
we
a
had
real
Street
thing.
Fighter Solange back
Yeah,
there beating his ass up.
and Solange too. Like then they all got together and got the interceding on.
She went for the 10-hit combo.
Oh
Completed
man,
it.
you know what? I'm surprised ain't nobody ever put like the Street Fighter music to that video.
She
Be
went
like,
down bison on his ass. She showed up in her nice dress with her little fucking coat on top of it. Tossed that motherfucker, got ready. I was like, damn, girl. Like, all right.
yeah, all you had to do is dun 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 dun.
She went and gave him the ass. But it's what it is. I mean, shit.
Then wait a minute, she brought the funny part. The sequel was she brought her son on the elevator. He like in between all of them and Jay Z looking like he just now her son just stone faced like, oh my god,
Dude looking
I'm
at
gonna
you
have to
hella hard, like, man, like, nah, bro. Like,
like he like nah, mama, please don't do it too, because you gonna hit me. You ever had that happen where like your mama was trying to whoop like you, but your brother was in the way and he got collateral damage?
Hell no, I never had that. I done had that shit where two chicks was fighting, and it's like I'm just like, damn, like they going at it. And next thing I know, some girl hair get ripped out or some like her track get fucking ripped out or some shit like that. I was like, damn. And the shit landed in my hand, and then one girl like she dug this chick hit me in the chest. I was like, like I'm about to do something.
Y'all got to break this up now, and it went too far. But
Yeah, I'm like for real.
I'm just praying that man they work it out, man.
I hope they do too, because like y'all finna fuck up making some money over some bullshit. Like knock that shit off.
Cause for real, like St Lunatic tour, like the Ticks needed to come back together. Like that's what the biggest thing, and they all promoting their projects. Ali put an album out too. Like everybody, I'm just saying, like I know that right there
Pulls down
would
money.
be I mean, sold out. Like then if you put like, and I feel like with Nelly and Chingy should have happened a long time ago, but you know, egos happen, and you know how St. Louis is. So prayers to them, man. So hey, man, Metroid Dread drop. I was playing it before I almost was late because I was over here playing that. I was like, damn, you know, this. I was like, man.
I heard it's great. Like, you know, I'm just like, I already know that like my little brother's gonna love the shit out of it because he fucking loves Metroid. So he's gonna be doing it.
Man, it's worth it. I was
Like
gonna wait, but I said, you know what?
like fuck it, let me go ahead and get this. Let me get this going.
Yeah.
And you fuck around, you look up, and it's like, hey, it's time to do a show. And I just put this on. All right, hang on. Let me go do this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's like, man. Then Far Cry came out. You know what? Far Cry sold out everywhere, bro.
It ain't shit else out right now besides that. That's on
Like,
everything.
I'm talking about Xbox,
Yeah.
PlayStation. Well, what I'm noticing is too,
You
because
can
we
get it
got a lot of
digitally if
games.
you want, but if you want a physical
Yeah.
copy, you can't get one. Because it ain't shit else out right now because everybody is like, Call of Duty Vanguard is coming and Battlefield 2042. Them like really the two biggest games to drop for the end of the year that's coming out to damn near everything. Nothing else is
Yeah,
coming.
I'm gonna pre-order that next week.
Like
I'm
there
gonna
ain't
pre-order
nothing like
Vanguard
for
next
real.
week.
Like there ain't nothing else left. I
Not
don't
yet.
think for this year that's coming out. Like
You know, you shoot. I'm just
I
hey.
can't even think of nothing else coming out the rest of this year that
Well, we got what is
I
we got
mean
Halo
Halo Infinite, but that's on the Xbox One. I mean,
um
only not the biggest non exclusive games to drop for the rest of this year. Just Dance, which drops the day before Call of Duty Vanguard, and then Battlefield 2042 come out 2 weeks later.
what else is coming out?
Everything else is like an exclusive. Forza Horizon 5,
Yeah,
Shin Megami Tensei 5, Brilliant
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Diamond, Shine and Pearl, Final
Yu-Gi-Oh's on
Fantasy,
everything.
yeah, Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker expansion, Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Halo Infinite in December. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everything else is like next year.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still a lot though. Like, oh my God. Like,
Next year is just fucking stacked. Starting in fucking January, you have Elden Ring, and then you have the following fucking week, fucking Gunvolt Chronicles 2,
mm.
Pokemon Legends Arceus the next day.
Oh, we forgot about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining
Nah,
Pearl.
I said that shit. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
you
happening.
did.
I'm
Dang,
like,
it's too much.
I'm gonna end up probably coming out of retirement to do this because like that recent trailer that they had to drop. I'm like, I am pleased with this. If you had shown me this from the beginning, you would have already had it, but
Yeah,
you
I
didn't.
mean,
But I understand why you didn't. But this looks immensely better.
Kirby coming out. King. Well, before that, King of Fighters.
Yeah, King of Fighters 15, February 17th. Then the next day, Horizon 2, Forbidden West.
Man,
Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, like a couple days later, along with Sifu. The new
man.
Saints Row come out the week after that.
Ooh,
Empire, the Massive
man.
Race, Swan Song apparently coming out in February. Then we hit March. We got Gran Turismo 7, Triangle Strategy, Final Fantasy Origin, Stranger of Paradise, Room Factory 5, Tiny Tina's
Midnight Suns.
Wonderland, Midnight Suns, WWE 2K22.
Ooh,
I mean, next year is just a stacked fucking year.
man, y'all
Like
better go get y'all
Somnium
hustle on
Files
real quick.
2, Nirvana Initiative, fucking next year is just fucking stacked.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel on top of
No,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm
Like
waiting
I
on
don't know
Master.
why they
I
did.
want Master Duel so bad right now. I'm like,
Oh man,
go ahead and put that out so I can play right now.
look, don't nobody want this smoke. I'm telling you, don't nobody
We
want this smoke.
want the smoke.
Hey, I mean, you don't count Serizaku like that's like shooting, that's like sparring. It's like when we duel, it's like Rocky
And
and
Apollo.
Apollo Creed.
Yep.
It's just look, we just going round and round, and then till we get tired.
Because I know
But
you be like everybody else be telling you we don't need to play Serzaco again. Why? I saw that man come at you and he wouldn't stop.
yeah, that was about 2 hours. Matter
And
of
then he
fact,
was like
we ain't even hold on after
like
the.
like tell me that did I win that duel? You got the decision, man. I won, but I didn't beat him. I'm like, yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, like
I know that I
I
know
go
that fucking
back.
feeling
I
with
go
like
back.
certain things, like with certain people that's like you like yeah, you won that fight in Street Fighter, but you won by the timer saving your ass. You won, but you didn't beat him. You escaped.
I mean,
That's why I'm like, no, we turn the fucking time off. You gonna fight me.
yeah, man, I go back and I watch them duels, bruh, on the
Mm-hmm.
channel, and it's just like I'm like, bruh, it's going. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be legit when we get to duel because like we're gonna do that one series episodes.
Man, I can't wait. Uh, what else happened, man? What else? I'm trying to remember what else that happened this week.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get this
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so happy about it. I know you hate it, but
It's
I'm
not
so
okay.
happy
Okay, hold
about
on.
it.
Let me start off.
Sora.
Let me
I should
preface
have took.
this. It's not that I hate Sora. I mean, Kingdom Hearts really ain't my thing, okay? But let me say this. It's not that he's a bad pick for the game. It's just too many fucking Sora characters. Like, I literally felt like fucking Lois Griffin when it's like, oh, it's Sora. I'm like, oh, another sword. Okay. They couldn't even make it creative. They could have just had that last one be fucking let Wild appease the Waluigi motherfuckers. Be like, let him get his invite. Let the goose come up, steal it. Have him run and like get knocked out by somebody. Somebody else steals it from him and do some kind of crazy shit. And then you could have had Sora get it, but they just kind of we're just gonna put Sora in. I'm like, he ain't a bad pick, but also it's just too many Sora characters. There's more Sora characters in here than Soul Calibur 6. They're saying some shit.
I mean,
It's not. I'm not
yeah,
saying this is a bad
Serizaku,
pick.
but
It's just it's a lot of damn sword characters. It's like, come on, you could have picked anyone else.
I mean, but here's the thing though. Sakura said that
It's not his choice who they put in.
no. They had a poll, and the poll they told Miyamoto told him, he said, "Hey, bro, don't put this out yet, cause we can't do it on Nintendo 3D." That was blink if you missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go back on there and watch it, cause I know you turned it off as soon as the trailer went.
I saw it. I went
So
back
he
and watched
said,
it. I was like, really?
he said, yo, son, don't put that out, man. Don't just don't nope. Don't you do it. You're fired if you do it. I'll do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, wait, because we gonna do it on the next one. Man, I ain't trying to do no damn look, you the Switch gonna be the biggest thing since the Game Boy. Just
Yeah.
wait. And you gotta bring everything back because I'm tired of hearing these folks cry about the we bringing everything and everybody back and we giving them everything they wanted and more.
Because
At
the
eat
problem with the Wii U was just that they marketed that shit poorly. At first, it was a tablet that you use with your regular Wii at first. Then it wasn't. Then it was a new console without the tablet. Then it was a console with the tablet. And then they pulled the fucking Dreamcast and somehow, despite doing everything wrong, still got to put out another console. I was like,
well, because you know why? Because Nintendo, they don't, they not
they didn't have back to back failures. Like the Saturn was a failure here in the West because fucking Bernie Stolar and bad decisions were made, and then the Dreamcast, surprisingly enough, most people bought it pretty much off of the strength of a 3D Sonic game that was really fucking good, and the Sega Sports was back.
Soul Calibur and
And then Soul
NBC2
Calibur
in the
was,
first 6 months.
yeah, in the first 6 months, and you had arcade perfect fucking games and shit too. So it's like Guilty Gear X, the first one came out there, and it's like it's fucking arcade perfect. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, arcade perfect. All of its iterations of Street Fighter 3 is perfect. Street Fighter 2 Turbo X Grandmaster Challenge had fucking online. Alpha 3 Psycho Dojo had fucking, arcade perfection. Though somehow the Saturn version is better. So it's like, I mean, Sega basically told fucking EA and them, like, we don't need you to fucking have sports games. They put out 3 iterations of games over 3 years. NBA 2K, 2K1, 2K2. And all of them damn games to this day still hold up and have better mechanics than most fucking games that are out now.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I miss about the old days is we bought a game, we got a whole fucking game. Now I get a burger. I asked for a fucking bacon cheeseburger. I get the bun. I get the lettuce, the tomato, the onions. I don't get no burger. I got to pay for the burger. Then I got to pay extra for the bacon. Then I got to pay extra for the ketchup and the mustard and mayonnaise. And then we're not even talking about the fries and the shake.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I mean,
when it comes to Smash, though, even though I'm not the biggest Smash dude, I'm just kind of like, it's not the Sora's a bad pick because he's not. Like, okay, it's fine. He's a good pick or whatever, right? It's just, I think if they had let off with him being like the first person of Pack 2, hell, you would have got like everybody to buy Pack 2 right out the gate.
yeah. I mean, I think now though they had to say that because it was such like it was
I
shrouded in
I,
mystery.
I see why they also did it that way, because most people was just gonna probably just buy Sora instead of buying the whole damn pack, because
Yeah.
him being the first dude in pack two, well, the bar is fucking set exceedingly high.
I mean, you
So
had some heavy hitters in this pack. You had
you,
Sephiroth, you had
yeah, and that's
Kazuya,
like
which I mean, now you literally have um Kazuya, you
Ryu,
have
Ken,
Terry Bogard
Zero,
and Ryu and Ken.
yeah,
So you literally have the whole fighting game. I mean, other only other people you ain't got is Sub Zero and Scorpion, but
yeah, like
you know,
you don't got Sub Zero and Scorpion. It's like that. It wasn't gonna happen because Mortal Kombat is just too awesome,
yeah,
and
we'll
apparently
save that for PlayStation All Stars too.
Ed Boon is going to DC Fandom, and we don't think he's going there to announce Injustice 3.
You know what? I think it is. I think they're gonna.
I think it's Injustice 3 because that would make the most sense. Because Mortal Kombat needs a fucking break for a minute, and like for Injustice 3, who should be the pre-order character? I swear, if they make this dude the pre-order character, you'll get me to buy that shit day one.
Who?
Make the Anti-Monitor be the pre-order character.
I think he gonna be the
Either he gonna be the in-game boss of
yeah.
those series this time, or he gonna be the pre-order character. I'm like,
I think he gonna be the pre-order character, and Darkseid is gonna be on the roster because
Darkseid need to be on the roster this time.
and they might do Necroid. They might do the Black Lanterns, and
That
they
would be a
might
good plot
do.
line to go with.
I think it'd be like a good 3-prong war
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna break out because now that spoiler alert, Brainiac is off the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make it easier for Darkseid to come in and you know. But
Do his thing.
I mean, for real though, they have to. That's gonna have to be over the top, and I'm thinking that's what it's gonna be because
It needs to be over the top, and it needs to be the end of it.
yeah, and then we need another comic series to kind of cap it off, and then
Yeah,
we already getting a movie, so we gonna definitely get a trilogy.
yeah.
Matter of fact, I would
Because the
take a whole
movie is
series.
because the movie the first one is Injustice comic book year one.
Yeah.
All of it in just one movie. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's what it is. Like right now, I'm just kind of like when the thing is with DC is that their movies and TV shows is on point. I need the movies in the theaters to be on point.
I think we're gonna get that. I mean, we'll talk about that afterwards because I don't, doing all the speculation because I after these versus battles have taught me something
Mm-hmm.
is in life has too in the last year personally and then with the Roni girl
Yeah.
to just taper your expectations,
Yeah, I'm like
and
lower
kind of
my
just
expectations on shit because I'm like,
not even lower them, just I don't have none. You know what I'm saying? Like I have expectations, of like and my girl, we got expectations of each other.
yeah,
My job has expectations of me. Um, I expect to get paid or whatever.
mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like outside of, God, I got expectations for me.
Yeah,
Um, but outside of that, I don't have like I'm just letting it, letting things, life as it comes. Like I didn't think I needed a like I'm more hyped for Midnight Suns than I am hyped for Guardians. Like I'll wait on Guardians, which we'll talk.
yeah.
We can talk about the Avengers thing next.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
let's
that
go
mad.
right into that.
I'm not mad about it, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah,
Because
it's because like you knew that this shit was coming because it's like well, we don't have no DLC to sell you because we just basically giving it away for free. So we gotta make some money somehow. So them EXP boosters, you don't have to buy them, but I'm just kind of like,
Well,
now
see,
you
here's the thing
said you
though.
wasn't gonna do it, you weren't gonna do this at all, and they done went back on. I'm like,
Well, I think what it. I think what I think they kind of put. Well, I'm gonna say this too. They were saying as far as paid DLC, they didn't say that they weren't gonna do like because every RPG game now, not everyone, but most of them have XP boosters, and I see why because
mm-hmm,
you want to you like certain like and I get tired of it and like Call of Duty or Fortnite for instance, right?
mm-hmm,
And Halo is fixing this. The way you gotta grind
yeah,
on Call of Duty and Fortnite not so bad. You can knock Fortnite out in a couple of weeks. I gotta finish up Fortnite for because and I'm actually enjoying Fortnite.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying? Because they keep it.
I'm
They
not 100% mad about it because I am playing the Avengers game, right? But also, it's kind of like, I mean, damn near every game online now has a fucking EXP booster for everything. So,
Yeah, exactly, and it's like the way I kind of
and then
look at it.
they also went and changed up the way how you could level up at that time from the way it was way back when it started to now. It's like, well,
It's way better than what it
okay,
was. And
well,
then
all
on
right,
top of that, it's like it's a multiplayer game. It's a co-op game. It's not a multiplayer game.
mm-hmm.
It's a co-op game.
Yeah,
It's not. This is not a head-to-head PvP type game.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad about it because you really they this was the test run, you know, and hopefully Gotham Knights and Justice League, I mean Suicide Squad versus Justice League gets it right because you know hopefully they get it right because it's like I think people just want to play a straightforward story. Nobody really wanted a RPG. People wanted it, and what killed it was this should have been like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Like I should have been able to go between my characters at will. What happened? Oh,
I'm back.
yeah. What happened?
Yeah, it's my minor hiccup here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I should have been able to go between my characters at will.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that right there had to me kind of smoked it.
mm-hmm.
Now where's this damn shirt? But that right there kind of smoked it for me, Serizaku, was because if they had a did that, the game
Mm-hmm.
would have been infinitely better.
Yeah,
Infinitely better. Cause it's like now I don't have to go through. We got shared XP. I can, make the story longer,
mm-hmm.
delayed the game till you put the the Wakanda inspection, and then have the Cosmic Cube storyline with old girl, make
Mm-hmm.
her be still market Modoc as the villain, but then make old girl be the bigger villain, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
we just go through this whole thing of okay, she's really behind AIM. Modoc is the face, but baby girl, I forget her name, is the brain trust behind
Yeah,
this. And then you get introduced to the Cosmic Cube, and then you know they dropped the ball on it because they everybody was expecting one thing. We were expecting a high level, polished, you know, Ultimate Alliance successor. But we
And
didn't get
just
that.
we didn't get that here.
And I think Guardians is kind of rectifying it. Like, okay, you Peter Quill, and basically it's kind of like Ultimate Alliance light meets Dead or Alive. Like that's the
Yeah,
vibe that I get from it, and I'm okay with that. Would I like to control Groot and Drax and all of that? And yeah, but
it's not gonna be bad, but it's also kind of like y'all focusing on limited ass teams, which is kind of a problem because it's like, well, yeah, it's like, well, you have certain rosters. I'm aware that you got certain rosters for certain groups or whatever, right? But also another problem is heavy MCU push right now.
yeah, I mean, but that's why I like Midnight Suns because it's doing something completely
It's doing
different.
something different, and it's not focusing on. Well, you have to use only MCU guys, and
We gotta shove that down your throat. Like
like
Spider Man,
we know that Spider Man is going to be in it because Spider Man is the face that runs the place in this goddamn company. Okay, but you know, people like Ghost Rider, people like fucking Jubilee, Jean Grey, and everybody else and shit. Come on, there's more than just the fucking Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy.
shout out everybody in the chat. I was gonna bring dude comment up, but I had to take it down super quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man. But guess what else happened too?
What's up?
Rockstar went ahead on and said
Mm-hmm.
we bringing it, we remastering the trilogy.
Yeah. Now is it gonna have the same damn soundtrack though? That's the real question.
Yeah, we'll find out. Ain't much really to talk about with that. Twitch, basically, I think YouTube is blocking access to Twitch right
Hmm.
now because I've been trying to reconnect my channel. I changed my password and all that,
Mm-hmm.
but they won't let me reconnect it. And it's a lot of other problems going on because of the leak, and I don't know why people I don't know why people are up in arms about um the leak or whatever as far as for how much folks is making a month. Like we knew that these people were millionaires. We know that these
Yeah.
people are getting, like, I'm more concerned about all of everybody's passwords and credit cards and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Personal information is leaked out there
Yeah,
to
because
the
I'm
internet.
like, we know that all these chicks that's doing these hot tub videos is making serious fucking bank.
And then the
They got
guys
they
who
got a bunch of simps out here that's giving them this money. And we knew the dudes that, they doing their games or whatever, that, they the big names. Of course, they making money. They got
mhm.
people that subscribing to them and giving them money every month. And it's like, all right, I understand all that. What you gonna tell me? Water's wet. We know that these motherfuckers is loaded. They don't got to do this shit. They just doing it to keep income coming in their house, which I can't really fault them for. Okay.
Pretty much.
Now I'm like, yeah, like like did passwords get leaked? Did people's personal information, home addresses, stuff like that get leaked? Yeah, that what's need to be talked about. Fuck, these people that's getting, yeah, I didn't need to know how much hot tub chick is getting every month. I didn't need to know how much so and so is getting every month. Tell me if my passwords have been, leaked, or any personal information, any of that shit.
Well, they don't care. So your boy, we gotta say Robert because we can't. They taking everybody's channel down left and right. They
For
say his
real?
name.
I mean, that's his name.
Yeah. But so with Rob, we'll just say Rob. With Rob, they yanked everything, all his channels down, but his streams have went up 500%.
Of course, man. I mean, come on, people ain't finna stop bumping his.
I'm. That's
Bruh.
another thing that don't sit right. It's so much gray area in it because on the
I
one hand, he may not have done it.
I
On the
don't
other
know.
hand, we talked about
I don't
we
know.
we don't know, we wasn't there. It just it
I wasn't
this
in the
how
room
this,
with him. I don't know. I mean,
this how this is how I look at it, right. And we went in depth with this last week, but I'm just gonna keep it short here. If it don't sit well with my spirit, then I ain't gonna do it. I'm not knocking you, Serizaku. I'm not knocking, I'm not knocking certain people that are still going like, but I wasn't really listening to him like that. No way.
look, I bought his CDs like way back when. For me, not to play him is like I'm basically throwing money away. So I mean, I know it's already the cost. It's a sunk cost. I done already bought it. What
I
am I
mean,
supposed to do?
see, this
Like,
the
I
thing.
can understand if you don't want to buy any of his stuff now. I can understand that, but like for people that bought the CDs, the cassette tapes, and all this other shit, well, you basically just sitting on money that you ain't using, and it's like you already done sunk it. You ain't gonna get nothing for it. You might as well fucking use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, definitely now. I'm just praying for him, man. That's all I can do. Just like with
Yeah.
Ali and
I
Nelly, I'm
don't
just praying for him
I don't
because
know if he did it or not, but I will say this. A man that is still saying that I didn't do this is either lying and he has convinced himself that this is that I didn't do it. He somehow convinced himself of this lie to be a truth, or this man is telling the truth.
well, I mean, time will tell. So
Time will tell eventually. Yeah,
Dave Chappelle, man,
I
I
actually
gotta go
watched
sit
his
down and
special. I
I
actually
ain't
watched it. It
watched it
was really
yet.
good.
I'm after this podcast, I'm gonna go watch it.
You gonna laugh your ass off.
Yeah, because before they take it down, because everybody's getting on him right now because of what his views are and what he said. He was like, you know
That's
what?
look, that
And
is
I
his
feel like
personal views. And let me say this: if you laughed at every other joke that hit everybody else in the room, and you mad that he got to hit you too, you can't get pissed because you laughed at everything else.
exactly, but
If you laughed at the black joke, the white joke, every other joke that he told, but you
you gotta
got
laugh at
mad
that one.
when he got at you when it was your turn. You can't be a fucking baby back bitch about it. You gotta fucking hey, I laughed at the other ones. I need to learn to laugh at myself too. All right.
Hey, I mean, you right, but it's like,
And then like the fucking showrunner of Dear White People. See, like that's why I knew I couldn't get on this show. Cause one, it felt like a cheap fucking piece of shit version of A Different World. And A Different World was actually a pretty good show when it was on.
the
Just
movie is actually pretty good though. The movie is good,
I couldn't get
but
into it. Like I saw that shit. I'm like, y'all trying to be A Different World, but
no, not the show.
nowhere near as good.
Not the
And
show.
like,
The movie.
I'm like, honestly, I looked at that shit and I didn't feel nothing.
Well, it's a different world meets she's gotta have it. That's what that is. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, basically. But I get
them
where you
two
coming
there,
from.
yeah, no.
The movie is way better, and then I haven't watched
And
the
then like
remake.
the TV show, here's the fucking irony: show about black issues, written by a white woman.
Well, you know why that is. It's that
Ironic,
yeah.
ain't it?
No. You know why that is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's some
I'm gonna
bullshit.
just leave it. I'm gonna just leave it at
I
that.
say like the thing is like she's like, oh well, I want to boycott Netflix. Bitch, your show come out in 3 fucking weeks. You need your fucking show. The only reason you're saying this shit is to drum up some publicity so people will watch your bullshit. That's the only reason you're fucking doing this because no one's gonna watch your piece of shit show. and you need to fucking drum up interest so you
Well, they been.
continue.
I mean, they on season 5 now because the Get
I don't know
Down
how the
couldn't
fuck it
get
got
two
that far.
seasons.
I mean, it's fucking trash. I mean, A Different World, I think, is on fucking Hulu, right?
Uh, yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'll just go watch that. Yeah, it might not be
No, it's
contemporary.
on.
It's on
Is it
Netflix.
on who? I don't know. I gotta. We was just
Let me
watching
see
it the
real
other night.
quick.
I think it's on HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max. You know what? I'm gonna just go watch it on there because that shit is more worth my goddamn time. It's A Different World. It was a good ass show.
Hey, um,
So I'm
man,
just like everything that Dave Chappelle said in his fucking special that he put out there. I'm kind of like, yeah.
yeah.
And this woman coming out being like, "Oh, I'm gonna boycott your show because of what you said." I'm like, "You are the exact thing he just got done talking about in this fucking special."
I mean, but see, that's the thing,
It's
man. Like,
like
man,
when you say it and then somebody goes out there and does it, it's like, God damn it, like fuck,
and he just,
that's
and it's the
perfect.
just the crazy part. He said at the end, he said, yo, this the
Mm-hmm.
last time I'm gonna do it because if I can't figure out if we laughing together, then I ain't gonna do it.
Yep.
Like he apologized at the end of it,
Yeah.
and
And he
so
told
it's
a pretty
like,
heartfelt story too. That I was like, damn, I understand why he does what he does with his shit. I'm like, it makes sense. It makes fucking sense. So it's like for people that's all pissed off at his jokes, you you want to be able to laugh at every other joke, but when it hits you, oh, that's going too far. And I'm like, motherfucker, that's the thing about comedy. Comedy has no fucking boundary. We gonna hit everybody.
mhm,
And if
everybody getting hit,
every
everybody getting called, the does is getting
it's what
called
it
on
is.
everybody, and
And
it's
if you
all
don't act
good.
like that, then I don't know what the fuck you need to do, but you don't need to be fucking like going to a fucking comedy show. Oh, I'm gonna be offended. Like, okay, you offended. Did somebody not get what they wanted? Grow the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man. Like, you mad over what somebody else said in their comedy special. I mean,
basically.
but you was comfortable when he was talking about everybody else except you, like you're exempt, like you special. No,
Yeah,
that ain't how this shit work. You fucking you want to be an adult. You want to be an adult, then be a fucking adult. If not, be quiet and sit at the kitty table.
yeah. I mean, shoot, Serizaku, that that's pretty much it. I really can't say nothing else about it now that
I
you
mean,
didn't killed
cause
it.
that
But
shit pisses me off. It's like the same motherfuckers that always want to fucking they want to try their hand at comedy, and it's like, bruh, you hitting everybody else for their shit, but when it's time to talk about you, you want to get all in your feelings and you want to be a fucking pussy ass bitch about it, and it's like, no. It was okay when you talk shit about everybody else. Now we hitting you, and you got a fucking problem with it.
well, you know what? Money talks,
And
BS
bullshit
walks.
runs a marathon.
Yeah. So, um,
So I'm like, when it comes to people like that, my inner Nino Brown comes out. See you, don't want to be you.
so yeah, man, it's pretty much a laid back weekend, man. I don't really got too many other topics. We hit everything. Um, you know, um,
Oh, this Mutant League Monday gonna be a double header since this was our bye week. Apparently,
yeah,
2 games,
yeah, man.
two motherfucking
Man,
games,
I can't wait.
one
I'm
show.
waiting. I'm waiting, man. So what's the lineup for this week?
Did the lineup this week? We have the New York Tyrants at the Malice Hellboys, and the Green Bay Attackers at the Midway Mutants.
Okay.
2 games, doubleheader.
What was I finna say? You got any shout out Serizaku?
Yeah, actually I do this week. One of them is Comet Cleaning Company. These people go through, man. They come in and they clean. It's fucking amazing. Look them up on Facebook and stuff. And they're great local cleaners for St. Louis, Missouri. I recommend them if you need your house, your fucking office, any of that shit cleaned up. Give these guys a call. Rates are fair, top tier. Other than that, any other shout outs I got this week? No, that's about it.
Man, shout out to The Rock. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but shout out to The Rock for rapping. Him and Tech Nine
I
got a
saw that
song.
shit. That shit was
I
good.
ain't even watched it yet or listen to it yet. I'm finna listen to it now. But
Man, I saw that and I was
yeah.
like, holy shit, like The Rock.
Yeah, I know. So now Marky Mark, John Cena, you know what? John Cena cold on the low. Like he need to come back. Oh, Peacemaker coming out in January. So
yeah, I know. Dude, I bought that You Can't See Me album back when it came out. That album was good. I'm like Just Another Day is probably one of my favorite songs.
Man, I'm telling you, like he was one. He like with like what Damian Lillard, like him and Damian Lillard, like the best kept rappers in the in sports, period. And then right behind them is Shaq. And Shaq, I feel like if Shaq,
to you, dude, during like my second championship reign, the one that went for like 4 years, my intro song was "You Can't Stop the Rain."
Okay, yeah. You know what I like?
That motherfucker is so awesome, especially if you're the champion. You walk in, you can't stop the rain, and then it's as played as you leave it because can't nobody beat you. They couldn't stop.
Yeah. I liked, what was the song? I like I Know I Got Skills.
Yep.
I like Biological Wouldn't Bother.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Kazam. Like the Kazam freestyle that he did. Like,
yeah.
And he got some other ones too, but it's like, yeah,
it's just Shaq, man. Like,
yeah.
People want to say like, oh, Shaq can't rap or Shaq can't rap. Like,
he went platinum. He went double platinum, man. Don't do hard copies. Hard copies.
Listen to it. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Shout out, of course, Serizaku. Shout out, salute to you for holding me down.
Yeah, that You Can't Stop the Rain album was it.
Man, shout out to Breezy. Shout out to Hayes. Kizzy, everybody, shout out to that loopy chick, my heart, my soul. And man, just shout out to everybody that's watching, man, from across the world, across the 7 seas and all the mountains and trees, man. And we'll be back next week, Lord willing. We'll be back here, same bat time, same bat channel.
Know it.
It's Beatz and Bitz podcast, y'all. Good night.
Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up. Hit me up, little shawty, hit me up.
And we out. Peace.
Boom.